benefits for children in families with very low income and their cancer, and also the sensitivity of family benefits or child benefits towards the age of children was also cancelled. And also social support for the poorest families, support in material needs was very, very low and not sensitive to a number of children in families. So really there was problems, some rebellion, very short time rebellion in the poorest area of Slovakia against this reform. There was one case, this introduction of free meals for children in households who were beneficiaries of material needs system. But also these free meals were conditioned by
So there's a defeat. This is Radio Slovakia via WRMI 15770. This radio is not bad, you know. I mean, it's not a DX machine, like I said, but it gets the strongest signals, and it's not that bad actually. I mean, you can't complain too much for a radio at this price, and kind of cool to play with the XHDATA D-220.
The women in private sector do 17.7% less than men, and in public sector it is 18.5% less. This highly affects single-parent families, as vast majority of them are only led by the mother. The Slovak government provides various forms of assistance to support these families. The Ministry of Labor of the Slovak Republic lists the following types of financial assistance.
In general, the state supports families with dependent children, mainly with a child allowance. Currently, the child allowance is provided in the amount of 60 euros, and this amount will not be reduced as part of austerity measures. Child allowance is provided for each dependent child up to the age of 25 if he or she is studying at a university full-time. Child benefit is provided across the board, that is, without any restrictions for every parent who takes care of a dependent child, regardless of income. For example, in the Czech Republic, the provision of child allowance is limited by the amount of family income and is provided especially to low-income families. Another significant support for families with children is the provision of parental allowance, which from January 2025 will be provided in the amount of 482.3 euros if the parent of a child who receives a parental allowance also receives maternity allowance. Another helpful single parent is the provision of orphan substitute maintenance. This form of substitute maintenance is provided to dependent children who are not entitled to an orphan's pension or whose orphan's pension is lower than 0.7 times the amount of the subsistence minimum, which currently amounts to 87.58 euros.
Ivana is a single mother, raising her 6-year-old daughter on her own.
Keď som sa stala slobodnou matkou, myslel som si, že sa mi jej život. When I became a single mother, I expected my life to become much more complicated. Thankfully, I don't have conflicts with my child's father. We've agreed on alimony out of court, and he also helps me financially outside of that, which is generally enough for me. I can't say for certain if I'm satisfied with the state's support for single mothers since I don't rely on it much. However, I do know there are various benefits available, like assistance during a child's illness or holidays. Still, I believe every parent, whether single or not, would appreciate higher monthly child benefits, given the high cost of raising a child. If I didn't have the support from my child's father, it would be much harder to manage. Compared to complete families in my area, I do not feel like I would be treated differently.
Despite the financial support of the state, however, such families are threatened by various factors, especially economic ones. According to the EU statistics on income and living conditions, for 2022, the risk of income poverty of the total population of Slovakia increased to 14.3 from 13.7 for 2021. The number of the population suffering from the lack of the sociology development survey of the risk of single-parent families. The fact that we are living on individual terms itself is not so anything for you, but also because the problem in Slovakia is that sports and many other free time activities and developing activities are necessary they could be talented, but there is no system to support them only by some faithful NGOs. However, even if we can also add that the impact of poverty